How y'all doing? And happy birthday to me. Again, singing girl Cash App. Let me know you're thinking about me. Y'all know I had 217 likes on my last video. Uh, so just excuse me. It just didn't match. Had one person sent $1 on my Cash App. It's gonna be located in the messages. I told you, help me grow my channel. So we can go over there to the Patreon. And I can cuss out one, especially in these paper hot teeth. I don't have in my Invisalign so you can see the brackets or whatever you call those little things that hold me in. But I took them out to eat a donut. But let's get in this pipe hot tea. I just got a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk a little bit about Diddy and the messages that were sent by the sons. And we're going to go on from there as I, scroll through my social media. Now, see, I got housewife news. I got a whole lot of stuff I could talk about right now for Piper Hot Tea. But as I was scrolling looking for the story, the main story that I want to talk about, which was Lisa Raye and her interview with Carlos and Gloria Govan's interview with Carlos, because I didn't get to do that one on the Piper Hot Tea. I was going to say something about both women and how cheating and in the industry it tied into each other. Okay, so let's start with something light, okay? Now, Little Caesar, I didn't watch that show. I probably watched Chicago Ink Crew or Ink Crew, Black Ink Crew. I probably watched it twice. But I know who Little Caesar is. He's the one who got in trouble about the dogs, right? So he was over there talking about how much money the show had made and how they only had gotten 1% of $1 billion in enterprise. Ain't that something? And then I bet you any amount of money Caesar was the highest paid. Sad. Move right along because we got a lot of topics we need to discuss today. Okay. That Lisa Raye interview was hot. Okay. So let's see me looking down. I'm looking down at my notes. Right? So, the little Diddy tea that I have. So, the boys want cease and desist on Albert Brown. Now, I've always been under the impression that Albert Brown was, not always, but when I saw the unsung that he had done, and then Kim spoke on there, I talk about that a lot in my video. I really realized that through all of them being connected and all of them knowing each other, it just seems to me that it was an intimidation situation. I might be wrong. Albert Brown might have not wanted to be a father to Quincy. But when I look back on things and I see how things transpire with Diddy, it just seems to me that, or it might have been a thing as to where Albert didn't want to be a father to Quincy and he tried to come back and Diddy blocked him. I mean, it's a lot of scenarios there that could be, but everybody is into it over Kim and into it over her book and what Kim would have wanted and this, that, and the third. Even the best friends, which is Kimora, some lady named Lala, and this one, that one, and the third. And I'm just going to put it this way. Now, I do believe that those kids are brainwashed. I believe that you think when they had that little baby up on there on X the other day, talking about happy birthday, Daddy. I used to be proud to say that I was a Scorpio like Diddy in the 90s. By the time the 2000s hit, I knew he was a dirty bastard. Okay, just keep it a 100. So, just saying. I feel like that was a setup. I agree with the feds and all this, that, and the third. I don't think this man is gonna get convicted. I don't. And all the people that have spoken out against him, you in danger, girl. I'm afraid for Miss Cass over there. Cass, you might have to run on out the country because he got a bad reputation. If he gets away with this, all the things that he's been charged for, and all these cease and desists coming out, and all this messing up of the evidence. That's a lot of the reason why OJ got off. A lot of people think it was because the glove didn't fit. But the team tampered with evidence on the scene. And it's so much evidence out there against Diddy that, all of it might not stick. I don't think it will. And then, we have a criminal going to the White House in a couple short months. So, criminal recognized criminal. And he has pardoned a lot of people. Think about that thing now. And then, ain't no telling he probably was a Diddy party too. I don't know. Everything was alleged in my opinion. But I don't doubt it. And so, with Kimora going back and forth, and then the other best friend going back and forth, and then the guy who wrote the book telling his version of events, a lot of this is being played out in the press. Sometimes when things get played out in the press, they don't gel well with judges, especially judges that's willing to take a payoff, if you know what I mean. Now, on to Wendy Osefo. I don't think I talked about her. I do want to touch on Wendy real quickly because I just looked on there and I found out that Wendy got another job. And I thought she wanted to leave education alone. So she's at this university called Westland. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I mean, the point is she's an assistant professor again at another institution. It may be a situation where she may have more freedom than she did when she was at Johns Hopkins. But guess what her job is gonna be? The effects of social media and reality TV on the everyday lifestyle of people, of their audiences. And you know what? I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it definitely is something that needs to be explored. So congratulations to Miss Wendy on getting that. Now I want to get right on into this interview with Laura Govan and Carlos King, and then Lisa Raye and Carlos King. Now, quickly on the Laura Govan interview, my analysis on her, sleeping in cars, being with Gilbert Arenas, and him allowing her to sleep in cars and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, you can dress it up how you want to dress up your groupie. Okay. And I think that she said that, it's going to come out in the wash, whatever happened between her sister and herself. And she's going to sit down and talk to Shani on her own about what went down with Shaq. And she said she was protecting somebody. Was she protecting Glory? I don't think so. I don't, because they ran in the same circles, and that's probably why they don't get along. Because at some point they probably did some sword crossing, right? There's no telling, with Glory. I mean, they were going to stay in NBA marriages and divorces and this, that, and the third, all they want to. The only thing that's different between them and Shawnee is Shawnee ain't told the truth about hers, and Evelyn can't hide hers. They all one and the same. Brooke, Evelyn, Shawnee, Drea, groupies. Groupies that looked up and laid up with the right kind of dudes and, got involved in the entertainment business through laying up with dudes in the league. None of them are any better than the other. It's just that she came off in a better light because that's the way Carlos wanted her to look, because that's Carlos' friend. And because Carlos is a producer, he knows how to make people, he knows how to give people the good edit. She says that Drea was paid to sleep with Gilbert. And Drea, even on the show, she said she didn't know that Gilbert was sleeping with Drea. Okay, you were paid to sleep. In my opinion, you were paid to sleep with Gilbert. And then Gilbert threw y'all out. Through you, I wouldn't have $7,000. That's all you would get. I wouldn't have anything to do with Gilbert Arenas if I was his offspring. Period. And then him flying Drea out and laying up with her, and she giving him oral in the limousine, and him telling people about her giving him oral in the limousine. And then she said, well, at least I got paid for it. Well, she said that she could grow out of her hopeness. I said what I said. I mean, ain't no cleaning that up. But let's talk about Lisa Raye. Now, Lisa Raye is hood as fuck. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I think she is, I would say, hood as fuck. I don't know no other way to say it. Beautiful woman. I admire her. As a matter of fact, I kind of dig some of her gangster. I have always, that's a bad quality I have. I kind of admire women who who show badass behavior. So I've always liked Lisa Raye. Now I didn't like the way she handled things with the Brad, and I watched her on the Brad and Judy or whatever. But the Brat comes in and is very overprotective of her too, because I've seen some episodes of her on the Queen's Court. And yeah, I just want to talk about her relationship with Will Smith and Jada and what transpired with her and Nicole Murphy. That's what the juice is, right? Okay, so let's get on down to it. So she was over there working on. You remember that show? It was called. Is it This Is Us? No. That's on NBC. But anyway, it was a show on the CW. And Elise Neal was on the show, and Lisa, and all these people. Now, it was my understanding that Elise couldn't get along with Lisa in real life. I had heard long time ago days that Elise got into it with Lisa, and she just did not want to be on the show. But now we do know for a fact that Elise did leave the show. She started off as Dwayne Martin's girlfriend. And Lisa says that she was friends with Tisha Campbell. But because Dwayne, at the time, they working together now, and he facilitating different relationships. And my phone's down here now. I'm trying to keep it out the shot. He's facilitating different relationships with her and him, her husband and other women. And she stood by that. And I believe it. But the question is, what is Dwayne's relationship with Will Smith? I will always forever want to know the whole truth about their relationship. Were they getting it in? Y'all think they were getting in? Drop down in the comments and let me know if y'all think they was getting in. I do. In some ways, I do. I mean, at one time, I used to be like, ain't no way that Will Smith is funny. You know. How you doing? But then as time went on, and I was like, and then I started hearing, mostly what solidified things with me is not his past with Dwayne, but solidified things with me is this recent dalliances, and that's with Brashear Gray. My question is, what was his relationship with Brashear? Because that's what got me all up in the tizzy. Because I love me some Brashear, but he was going through. So, Lisa said that she didn't like. They talked about the slap, and she said that she didn't feel like Jada needed protection in that moment. Now, Lisa, girl. Now look here. You felt like Dwayne didn't protect you when he was over there sending them over there to the Turks and Caicos, right? So that may be how Jada felt in the moment. To me, cause she was like, she was laughing. To me, that was nervous laughter. That was one of those situations where it was like, of course she didn't know what Will was gonna do. A lot of people think that was orchestrated. I don't think she knew what Will was gonna do, but she felt some kind of way in the moment. It's probably like, oh, did he really say that? Knowing that his ass tried to get with me all through the 80s and the 90s, I know his ass ain't standing up there talking about me. I'm going to be demure about it and very mindful. Something like that. That's what it looked like to me. And, of course, Will shocked us all. He just jumped up and slapped it out of him. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. He was out of pocket. And I stand behind it. That's my opinion. Shout out to Tamara Judge. And I'm going to stand beside it. I'm going to stand beside Will for that. Then she talks about how Nicole, she had proof that Nicole, now this is what the juice come in here right here. Okay, well, her and Vivica fell out. I think Black Hollywood, right? Small circle. And it was a situation where they were all going to sometimes come in contact with each other. So she said that Tisha took her husband's side and she understood that. But now her and Tisha are back friends. Then she said that Vivica she felt like that Vivica was really kind of taking other people's side against her, and they were supposed to be good friends. I'm going to tell you something about Vivica, and it's this thing about her that really annoys the fuck out of me. She didn't really protect Taraji. Taraji, and she played on, they played on Empire together. They played sisters on Empire. And it seems to me like when Taraji came out with her, everybody just backed up off of her. Especially these women who sort of to me are very male mind-centered. And to me, Lisa Raye is that woman. Because I remember when Lisa Raye was on A Young Fits My Life, I remember it like it was yesterday, something that disturbed my spirit. The father, the reason why she and Brad are sisters is because the father was kind of pimpish, if you will. He was a street nigga. And he often would bring the brats. Yeah, I can't make this stuff up. And he would often bring the brat's mama into the home acting as if, that they were supposed to be sort of like a polyamorous family, if you will. And you can say nothing bad about Lisa Raye daddy. Okay? So her mama always said that she always took, I think his name was Raye too. I think that's where Lisa Raye got her name from. I think her daddy named her after him. But and so that's why the mother, she started to have a relationship with Shantae, aka the brat. But it was always a little tension there because of the way he handled the brat's mama. See, a lot of times when men have side bitches and they think they can be disrespectful to you, they do things like that. You remember yesterday I was just talking about how women often will divorce a man if he runs up in the boot hole. But a man's hole, but as long as he runs up into his hole, they'll stay with him. Same kind of hole. I mean, it's a different kind of hole, but it's a different hole other than yours. If you want a monogamous relationship, I feel like cheating is cheating. But I guess women don't see it that way, especially women who are religious. They will stay with a man that cheats on them with women like it's nothing. But back to her husband and Teresa Keiko. What I admire most about her is that she didn't let it fly. She didn't let it fly with Nicole Murphy. She went around there and told Michael Strahan and had the flight information where her husband was flying her in on his private jet, child. That Nicole Murphy something else, ain't she? You know what how I got a little bit of Nicole Murphy's personality in on that show Hollywood Exes. Didn't she seem like she was always the voice of reason? But now I find out that throughout these reality shows, that voice of reason person is always up to no damn good, like Shawnee. They are really snakes. And it does take a certain type of personality to pull a show like that together. You can't be no shrieking violent in that type of environment. So, Nicole Murphy is the same as Gloria Govan and Laura Govan and Shawnee and on them and Evelyn in them basketball. That's the difference. That's an acting hoe. She stay in the acting world, right? Because you remember what she did to Lily Sean's husband. She's out there on the beach kissing with him, and they don't have no nerve to get on the Wendy Williams show and call all these women lies. Now, Wendy was no fool. How you doing? Wendy always knew that lady was on their line. And so did I. When Nicole Murphy did that interview with Wendy Williams, I was like, and then the thing about it, I think that Michael Strahan, I don't know if he was enamored with her beauty, because sometimes men do that. But I had ever heard of a man just like, and knew, had the information, had the proof, that would stay with a woman who was cheating on him in that manner. And according to Lisa Raye, while she was married to old boy, old girl slept with him a couple of times. Interesting, right? Let's see what else is popping off down to the blogs, child. Let's see if we got any love and marriage Huntsville news, because they always got something going on. Nope. I did Diddy. Now, like I said, I do believe Diddy. If he does get some time, probably 5-10 years. I want Diddy to go up the river. But the prosecution is fucking this up. Leaking evidence, letting him go over there and intimidate and bribe people. He's able to do that because that's how he's always operating. And that's how he's stayed out of trouble for all the other shit he's done over time. Let me see what time it is. Oh, it's just 1:48. I'm going to come back. Gonna come back with y'all. If I have any more tea to spill, I will spill it. Don't forget to cash app your girl for a birthday. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. But when I come back, I'm going to be doing my recap on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And child, I got some things to say about them batches, okay? Especially Karen dropping the tea. Karen's not gonna let them get away with doing the bullshit with her. No, not Mia. Not Sasquatch. She's not gonna talk about me. She's not gonna talk about me, and I'm not gonna let her talk about me and get away with it. Now Mia ass was down there to the TV with a little half pint and Gordon. And I started calling him half pint because I thought about school days when that little short man appeared on the screen, and I realized he was only apple size. Like Cameron said, he was like he's smaller than an apple box. He just apple size. You know, one of them Granny Smith apples. A crab apple, if you will. He's a tiny man. He's real petite. So I looked up and found, I got so many impressions on that on Twitter. That's me. Because I'm QT2 on Twitter. Now, I got my Cash App over there, too. Cash App DMC. Side tie. $sign in front of that. But Yeah. So I did a little cash up on another lane. Folks know that my birthday was coming up, and I was like, he is the half pint of the show. Shorter than Ashley, if you will. Movie football head. And football head is short just like her twin Hey Arnold. You know, Hey Arnold was shorter than all his counterparts on his show. And Applebox is shorter than that. So I was like, so let me set up the scene for you. Okay, y'all ready? It's like, what did he say? He said, how tall are you, half pint? This is DJ Big Dean Almighty. If you watch School Days, then you know the time. How tall are you, half pint? I'm 5'5", sir. How tall are you, half pint? I'm 5'5", sir. You ain't 5'5". You about 5'2". Just like DJ Applebox. He say, I am 5'5". He tried to get a little bass on his voice. He said, you are 5'5" piece of shit. What I tell you, look, my younger viewers, if you want to be amazed and wowed by a movie, and I just got through talking about Tisha Arnold, and you want to see Tisha Arnold act at her best, go around there and check out School Days. If you really want to know about a movie, since we're talking about Potomac a little bit, if you want to talk about a movie that breaks down and makes you understand colorism, go around there and watch School Days. And with that, I'm going to close. Please come in, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. Again, send me birthday shouts out and send me birthday love. If you want to send me a love offering through my Cash App, that would be wonderful. Because what we're trying to do, we're trying to grow this channel. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chuck them up.